Picture this. You wake up and you have nowhere to go. Your phone is off, but the sun is just right. So you get up, you decide to do things that you haven't done in a very long time, like building a puzzle piece, gardening. You finally get to those dishes, not because you're in a rush to finish, but because suddenly you find yourself actually enjoying the task. For me, those are some markers of what stillness is. And it's in those kind of moments that I'm reminded that I don't need to go anywhere. So how I define stillness, it's allowing yourself to be fully in the moment, to let your shoulders drop, to let your feet just cover a little bit more ground, your jaw starts to unclench, and you're no longer cringing, right? When you are satisfied with who you are and where you are in that moment. It doesn't necessarily mean you've thrown away all of your dreams, goals, or ambitions, but just in that moment, the only thing that matters is that you are there. And the only thing you can get out of that moment is the fact that you're in that moment, you know. So that to me is stillness. Uh, I'm at a time where I'm being called to, cultivate more stillness in my life. Right. And I thought it's worth us having a discussion about, what does stillness mean for you? Because what I define as stillness could be completely different for you, and how you go about your life, how you go about your creative life. But one thing's for sure, whether you define it in one way or another, there are some things that make stillness, a really important part of one's creative, journey, right? For one, stillness declutters the mind. Okay, yeah, we are constantly bombarded by this or that, messages, phone calls. We're constantly stimulated, and a lot of times it's not even our thoughts that are, passing through our brains. It's what somebody else said. It's that conversation that happened like 5 days ago, and you're still trying to think of a smart, witty answer. you know so stillness helps us to get past that, to start to clear up your own signal, so you can recognize where these thoughts are coming from. It gives you that space, that buffer to decide, is this what I truly believe? Is this what I want to keep, or do I want to let go of this? Right? That kind of brings us to our second point. um, Stillness helps us tune into our creative intuition, right? Because then, like I said before, once your mind is decluttered, you're able to hear your inner voice much clearer, and there's increasingly less and less distraction, and you start to believe in this inner voice that, hey, if this voice says I should go that direction, and I've done this before and it's always turned out really good, better than I thought, then this voice is right. I'm gonna listen to it, right? And stillness helps us to commune with this inner voice. Call it your higher self, if you will. Call it your angels. Call it, God or the universe, right? The fact remains that stillness helps you to tap into this, into this force that's within you, you know. And I think this might be my favorite thing about being still. It prevents overworking yourself and performance culture. Suddenly you don't need to chase results or certain outcomes, especially in our creative work, right? We can fall in the trap of creating for the sake of going somewhere, right? We all want to be successful in some way or another, and I think that's a topic for a later video, but when we allow ourselves to be still, and in the moment, we suddenly realize that the reason why we're doing all of this creative stuff, whether you paint or you make music or you write, is because it's something that deeply fulfills us first, and before anything. That's what it does for us. It fulfills us, and I think that's the only reason, or rather the primary reason why we should create what we create, uh, because it's something that fulfills us. And being still allows us to return to that center, to say, hey, I'm making this because it makes me happy, and yeah. So how does one become still? I'm learning myself. Yeah, I'm learning to exit the performance culture, to exit the rat race, to opt out of the constant rush. you know I find myself every now and then reaching for my phone. Want to check Instagram in case somebody liked or responded to my DM, right? I want to check YouTube in case there's a video I might like. I play music because there's nothing else for me to do and I feel bored and it's uncomfortable to be quiet in that moment. But whenever I allow myself to just release, even if it's for just a minute, right? I find that in that stillness, like I said, my inner voice becomes clearer. Suddenly, my body is a bit more relaxed. I know which direction I should take. Decisions become easier. You get to a point of clarity as well. So yeah, may peace be upon you today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the week going forward. Love and light.